and Tinker are our first guests, and I'm thrilled to have them on. But you've done a lot of work in making this happen, so I'm going to turn it over to you, and let's get this bad boy started.
Well, sure, Todd. You bet. This is one of the first issues of our Fun Friday, our entertainment sector here at KRFE 580, and we're just real proud to have Tinker, Carlen, and Susan Grisanti in the studio with us today. Tinker has quite the history in town here. He's one of the original crickets, played with Buddy, and just a host of other musicians dating back to early 50s. And Tinker, we're real proud to have you here, and my goodness, what a guitar you have there on your
Thank you
very much. Looks like that's made out of stone there.
It is. It's made out of stone. It's called a StoneTone refurbishing on the guitar. What the concept is, he's taking anything from a Fender, Gibson, and they call it refurbishing by taking it and putting it in stone to give it a different concept in music. You know, it plays it and it holds its tones real better than.
Right, it's a beautiful guitar, and it looks like the string resonance goes right down onto the stone.
It goes right down to the string, and I'm real pleased with it. And it's just like you're having me out here and Susan Grisanti to be your first guest makes me feel good. Just like this guitar, when he first wanted me to endorse it, where they were talking to giving it to a lot more other people. And he said, no, he said, it's going to Lubbock, Texas, Tinker, Carlen. So this is #1 of the StoneTone guitar. So,
well, there's a lot of full circles going on here today, isn't
there? It's a real pleasure to be, because when they first started this, it was KDAV back then. Well, we were all out here at the very beginning. Buddy and all, Don Guest, Bob Montgomery, and everybody. So it makes me feel good. It's like coming back home, no long way.
Well, it makes us feel good having you here, Tinker.
Thank you.
You bet. And Susan, it's really an honor having you here with us too today.
Thank you, man.
You bet. Y'all are. I see that y'all have some music in front of you there. I hope that we'll get y'all to play some of that a little bit later in the segment. Is there anything that y'all would like to tell the the listening audience here?
Well, I wanted to give people a little background. Back in the 90s, Big Ed would call me several times a year to do the morning show at 7 a.m. And he had what he called the Back Porch Pickers Association. And I was one of the few musicians back then. It's probably changed now, but I was one of the few musicians back then that could get up at 7 a.m. and be on for the air. So Big Ed never knew this, but I'd stay up all night so I wouldn't oversleep for the interview. And then I'd come home after the interview and sleep. So Big Ed and I go way back, and I moved here in 1981 from Cleveland, Ohio, so I really have Lubbock to thank for my success in music and being discovered right here. Didn't have to move.
Right. Susan, I understand you wrote a really special song in memory of Big Ed.
I did, and it's called The Back Porch, and I actually wrote it shortly after he passed away in 1998, so I guess I'll go into that one first.
You bet.
All right.
Thank you.
This is The Back Porch, dedicated to Big Ed Wells. This back porch sure feels lonely, with Big Ed not around, and us pickers just stopped grinning. Well, we could barely play a sound. But now that summer's coming fast, I've had some time to play on this old back porch where Big Ed sat.
Miss Susan Grisanti. Here's to you, Big Ed.
My God.